Beloved viewers, welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. The head of state received a Turkish delegation led by the Minister of Transport and Infrastructure. Launch of social development activities in the Unity region of Dakhil. And on the international scenes in Gaza, the enclave of ravage. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mirgili, received today, Monday, at the Presidential Palace, Turkish Minister of Transport and Infrastructure, who arrived at Djibouti heading a high-level delegation. The visit of Mr. Oglu and members of delegations accompanying him is related to the holding of a fifth meeting of committee, the Djibouti Turkish Joint Economic Forum, which our country is hosting these days. This meeting between the President of the Republic and the Turkish Minister of Transport and Infrastructure represent an important opportunity to evaluate economic cooperation and multi-faced partnership linking the two countries. Subsequently, the talks held by the two sides extended to identify new cooperation projects between the two parties, especially with regard to enhancing investment and establishment strategies, but also infrastructure and social economic development. In an intervention with the national television of a Turkish Minister of Transport explained, he said, we continue to note that the meeting include a fruitful discussion to advance cooperation between the two countries, noting in this regard that one of the most prominent cooperation programs was previously redefined both parties' final operation of a Turkish economic zone in Djibouti, achieving a greater commitment by Turkish operators in promising project in Djibouti, and also especially the new airport and intensifying bilateral cooperation related to the construction of a public building. For his part, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Mohammed Ali Yusuf, praised the most importance about this event. He said, we are following up on the outcome of the meeting held between the President Gili and the Turkish ministers in transport, and the side of extending and identifying the new cooperation project, conclude the minister. It was yesterday, Sunday, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mirgili, sent a message of condolence to the acting President of the Republic of Namibia, and also on the death of the Namibian President. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mirgili, expressed his telegram on behalf of the people of Djibouti, their government, and his personal name. He expressed his deepest condolence to the President of Namibia, stressing that he shares the government and people of the Republic of Djibouti with him, the Namibian people, and the brotherly countries, late President Haji Gembo. At the conclusion of his telegram, the President of the Republic expressed his deepest condolence to the families, relatives, and friends of the President of Namibia, but also the friendly people of Namibia. In the context of commemorating the 45th anniversary of establishment of a diplomatic relation between Djibouti and China, a cultural meeting was held yesterday evening at the People's Palace in order to continue lasting friendship under the patronage of Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed. The Republic of Djibouti and the People's Republic of China have established a strong relation throughout this year. The 45 base on the win-win relationship at the economic level China has invested throughout this year at the economic, cultural, and health levels and other issues. Djibouti is home to China's first military base. During this occasion, cultural shows was organized by the Chinese embassy in Djibouti in cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, with the participation of the Ministry of Youth and Culture. The great concert embodies the importance of Chinese language and also classical Chinese music. The Djiboutian artists also participated in this occasion alongside their Chinese friends. A beautiful and unique event was held. For her part, the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Mumin Assoui, expressed her satisfaction to participate in this 45th anniversary of establishment of Djiboutian Chinese diplomatic relation. This evening, we celebrate the revival of a strong relation, said the Minister, and fruitful cooperation between Djibouti and China. The contribute of achieving sustainable development in Djibouti. Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, it is a great honor for me to call on our country, a land of peace and encounter for development and achievement for all, conclude the Minister. The foreign minister said in his speech that this evening we celebrate the 45th years of residence. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Mohammed Ali Yusuf, in his speech said that diplomatic relation between China and Djibouti, more than 4 decades of a strong friendship and fruitful cooperation. This celebration allowed the displays of a rich and diverse Chinese culture with the trace of a history and China country. Yesterday, the President of the National Assembly welcomed the international delegation for a workshop on cyber diplomacy and cyber security. Workshop on this security, diplomatic cyber security. The opportunities provide discussion on digital issues, addressing data protections and prevention of the cyber attacks on a global scale. The workshop strengthened the ties between national representative and international experts, underlying the need for collaboration in the face of cross-border threats. The delegation ensure best practices, helping to strengthen the national and capability to promote digital resilience and project national interests. This meeting marks the significant step toward the construction of a global community committed to the digital security, playing a crucial role in defining the visionary and also creating a safe of digital environmental for all of our country. Under the high patronage of the Minister of Budget, Mr. Isman Ibrahim Roble, the Director General, Directorate of Customs and Indirect Duties, closed this morning at the People's Palace the proceeding of a high-level workshop for the dedicated to reinforce strategies in order to combat smuggling and trafficking. The closing terminal for these 2 days of workshop was attended by the Minister of Budget in charge of decentralization, also our present in this event. The Minister of Budget and the Director General of the Customs indirect duties, Mr. Gulaid Ahmed Yusuf, as well as General Tahir Ali Mohammed, the Chief of Defense Staff, is also bringing together the Custom Administration's executive, including the advisor to the Director of Customs, Mr. Abdurrahman Awad, and experts, representative of the Defense Forces, National Security, the Army Forces and Gendarmeries, but also the police. The high-level workshop is part of the group's unwavering commitment to preserving the national economic integrity. The Minister of Decentralization, in his speech, pointing out that Djibouti custom is on the front line, and we see it's every day. We see it in every day in all media to fight this illegal smuggling. He also explained that the customs makes every effort on a daily basis to eliminate this scourge through these issues. In turn, the Minister of Budget explained that the workshop enabled the participant to understand the in and outs of these issues, motto and measures to combat this scourge, continuous monitoring and control activities, and close cooperation with the security forces. This high-level workshop represents a pivotal step in anti-smuggling measures and illicit trafficking, conclude the minister. And now in Dakhil region, within the framework of the National Solidarity Week activities, which are in full swing, the delegation headed by the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, and her assistant went to Dakhil region. Upon arrival in Dakhil, the ministerial delegation was received with a warm welcome by the higher authorities. During this visit, the minister held a meeting with the authorities of the region of Dakhil of Unity, and a well welcome was reserved from the women and youth of the region of Dakhil to present activities in solidarity. The delegation then headed to the hotels and participated in the coach transfer distribution ceremony for 22 mutual aid groups from the metropolis and income of the participating in this event, which was organized under the high patronage of the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, the resident of the city of Dakhil, and also the Djiboutian Community Development Agency is the implementing bodies for this development project. In a related context, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, held a meeting accompanied by the Prefect of Dakhil region and authorities on an important meeting with the inter-cooperation groups. These groups were founded on principles of mutual cooperation among young women in this region. According to the officials of these groups, the formation of these groups aims to promote assistance mutuals and consists of 15 and 20 individuals who seeks to obtain the financial support and makes saving, loans and social activities a source of income. Later, the activities of this program aim to economically empower women who represent most vulnerable the groups of the countries and our community. The groups had previously received a check for $220,000 officials. The Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, in her speech address, in her introduction, the necessity of paying social program. She said the social program activities aim primarily to empower women living in all region economy for the economically and national territory, representing the most vulnerable groups in our society. These activities undoubtedly contribute to confront many of challenges that hinder women. The minister Ulufa Ismail Abdu explained that such activities meet the urgent need to empower residents and provide all the various service and the various projects carried out by the department's government and providing the interior region but also the country with income generating activities. The Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, sponsored the stone laying ceremony, the foundation for the future headquarters of the social window in the Dakhel region, and a large intended for this a large warehouse intended for the storage local food items. So the aim of this step, which was implemented in the region and in remote areas, it is to enhance activities currently existing in the social window. This initiative aims to brings basic social service closer to the living population in rural areas, this ensuring easy access to the procedure of social and solidarity. In his speech, the prefect of Dakhel region, Mr. Hassan Abdi Roble, thanked the minister, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, and her close collaborators to support these important activities carried out for the benefit of the residents of Dakhel region. He pointed out that these activities are in line with the President's roadmap, which aims to bring public service for the population and strengthening public administration for the resident of Dakhel region. For her part, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, indicate that the future headquarters will serve all the people of the region. This step therefore represents a strong commitment to the social justice and promoting sustainable development throughout the territory of Djibouti. Within the framework of the National Solidarity Week convey, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, and her accompanying delegation presented a check in the amount of 5 million franc Djibouti to support the effort of cleaning the region and that of regional council. This measure embodies the ministry's continued commitment to enhancing and supporting the decentralization process and service public while promoting social development at the regional level. This financial contribution represents an important financial effort. It is also provide an opportunity to accelerate the creation of a structure dedicated to waste collections and management. Therefore, the handing over of this check embodies an investment in local development and an important step forward toward efficient management of resources and the environment in the region. In addition, an amount of 10,000 US dollar was provided to the responsible for Women's Association about waste collection and management. Moving on now to the international level, the number of Palestinian martyrs as a result of Israeli war on Gaza Strip rose to 27. 365, one death of 630 wounded since October 7, according to a statement issued by the Ministry of Health Palestinian in Gaza. The minister noted that on 121 first day, the number of martyrs rose to 27.365 martyrs, and other wounded since last October. The minister explained that the Israeli occupation commitment said 14 massacres in Gaza Strip, which resulted in 127 martyrs. and 178 wounded during the past 24 hours. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.